like after it spawns, it doesn't make a sound anymore.
So like, if I had seen that video before, which I have, if I had seen it fairly recently or do well, I'd probably do pretty well on it. Whereas the one thing we did,
See a little wrong.
So I think they're both good. So I think both have places.
What's that red thing?
Right thing.
Oh, what shape is it?
It's like a sled.
Oh yeah, that's a mammoth. That's the mammoth.
It's on my feet.
Oh, it looks red to you?
Yeah, it'll always follow you. So just like
Oh, it's following me. Okay.
yeah, it always follows you.
Try to make it jump onto your stick.
Okay.
If you want to. But
I just need to like get used to the space.
Yeah.
Oh,
Take some time.
Hi, buddy. But it doesn't know where my stick is, does it? Oh, I think. Did I do that? Did I create those boxes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure how. Whoa, where'd my buddy go?
Do you see any like mushrooms or rabbits or carrots in the environment?
Mushrooms or rabbits or carrots?
Stuff like particle system glowing stuff. Yeah. Those stuff.
They actually look like carrots and stuff?
Yeah. They do.
No.
No? Okay.
No, this is all yellow. And my hand, I think, is creating these boxes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hi, buddy. Can you get on my stick? Woo! It's right here. Now it's on my feet. I don't know how to interact with them. There's boxes. Oh, because my hands are there.
You should see it.
Yeah, it's a different branch. The multiplayer summer is training branch is not on the client side, on the controller side.
How do I pick this guy up?
It's not this is not sending, it's this
Zip.
is
What do I do with him?
No, you're supposed to leave him to find some items in the world.
Wait, what?
There's some items in the world where you're supposed to leave him to find.
Okay.
Yeah.
This doesn't have quite the puzzle system yet. It's still working.
So you want me to walk around and find these things?
Yep.
Like some glowing items, and they just leave your animal.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so you can find it.
Oh, yeah, okay, gotcha. You repeat it again.
Oh, nothing. I swear. They spawn those like a lot nowadays. Guess they are just not obvious now. Just make them bigger.
Not much easier after this.
Because I'm not finding them on my, not looking right.
Everything very computer saturated.
Yeah, right.
I think we need to also try to add sound to the object. It's both
Thank you very much.
I got the red sled guy.
I guess you have to walk around the entire room then.
Walk more?
Yeah, you can like walk out of here and walk somewhere else. You don't have to stay here.
Okay,
It's really long range VR. So.
I didn't know because there's all these boxes, so I don't know like if they're walls. I mean, they are walls.
But you don't know if they're actually a wall or a
Okay,
person.
who walked?
You don't want to walk through the wall or something.
It doesn't work yet.
I can see the gap.
It works, but it's not activated. Now you should be able to see it like now. Or it's like okay.
So it doesn't work yet.
So now it's
The
also.
mushroom.
No. Yeah, that means not.
Okay. Scene itself doesn't
Come on, buddy.
check for. Okay.
You want to test location for multiplayer too?
Yeah.
Or I don't know. We can quickly build it. But I think testing the multiplayer mode itself is
Right. Exactly.
it seems to be
Try that way?
yeah, which is kind of different from what we got on last Friday.
I mean,
Well, we added more
blocks to
feedback
her.
and
Yeah, exactly.
and also like
The system felt perfect, wouldn't disappear immediately. And that was on purpose too. Huh, okay.
Yeah, that's something a lot of people seem to wonder. It's actually just pretty random right now.
It feels like it should mean something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know if I was supposed to go in that yellow space. Like,
We have some artists that we haven't put in. We haven't spawned it on the screen. Now it's just the texture.
So one of the things you want to do is like detect certain object sizes and place them to preview the model.
got it.
So did you find any items?
Clearly they're not spawning.
No, guys, I swear I'm messing up here.
Well, maybe there was an error in the build or something. We didn't get the right one.
I mean, I haven't seen anything with the blocks. Really. I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah, sure. Going a pretty long way.
Yeah. I got all the way down here. So, I have a little trouble after a while with VR.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just that's me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little trouble with the Oculus after a couple minutes, but so that bothers me a little bit. Like when I play test, to be walking around. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know if you've gotten that from anyone else.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely some people are not very comfortable. But did this feel like it was worse than the Oculus?
No, not worse.
Okay.
Not worse. The boxes are confusing because if the rule for me is that it's building where there's actual walls, I'm okay with that because then there's real hard surface that I'm going to avoid, or at least have the heads up. But the problem for me is that there's cubes being built everywhere, whether it's by me or it's generated some other way, that didn't actually represent a physical object in the environment. And so that's confusing because I'm like, oh, well, if the rule is that the blue boxes being generated are a wall, then whenever something's generated in front of me, I feel like I can't walk.
Yeah.
I don't want to walk because I'm going to hit something. So if you're mixing those two signals, it doesn't feel right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I get what you mean. And the thing is, that's like a hardware issue because the time only detects something. And the thing is, all of these points are actually valid, but it's just, it might have come at a previous stage and you just found the block. And then it's hard to eliminate that block reliably.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't want to eliminate things that might actually be there. And so that's why we keep many of those blocks there. So it's a hard problem with the sensor that we're given.
Yeah, we can actually make all the whole blocks, like the blocks that are not supposed to be there, disappear faster. But
It's a bit risky, right?
Yeah,
Because-
but I actually didn't really want to display that fast, cause if not, like it would be very like blinky. Cause like some parts of the wall, sometimes the points are there, some of the points aren't there. So
Because it's just a hard thing in VR because something's constantly happening. There's never a moment where you can actually, it feels like, get a grounding on the space. Because the space is constantly generating. I mean, I felt like it was generating even when I was basically standing still. Do you know what I mean? Like it's blinking in and out.
Yep.
Or if I'm creating something, or, you know, so that's a
Yeah, that
hard
happens a lot, yeah.
thing. I saw the guy. It wasn't clear how I could pick him up or interact with him. You know, and then he would bounce up to me, and I don't know if I was doing that. Because at one point, were you guys able to watch it? I wasn't sure if you guys were watching me on a screen.
Yeah, we were all.
And like, he was right here, you know. But I never saw any carrots or mushrooms or particles or...
yeah, just I don't know.
Did you guys on the screen? Did you
No.
see where I was missing?
No. We didn't have a feed of your screen, but we were watching you from the outside.
Yeah, we don't have a feed. We don't have a feed from the Tango because like
So you didn't know what I was seeing,
No,
100%.
we don't.
Like
We
you
don't.
weren't following along.
yeah we actually can't do that because
Okay.
if we do that the FPS will drop to 30 and you'll feel very dizzy. So
Well, it's not that we can.
we can.
We'd have to work to find a solution. We'd have to add some extra software or something to it, or connect a long USB port to your screen.
That runs the game at 30 FPS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it'll be like,
Screen
So,
record?
Hmm?
Screen record?
yeah, it'll run everything at 30 FPS. So we'll see.
are there any questions that you guys can ask me to get to what you're interested in knowing if I was able to?
Yeah, we actually made a bunch of questions that were answering like our prototypes and things. Like for example, the hand, did it feel comfortable and things like that. But yeah, maybe we need to update those questions to reflect the gameplay.
Yeah.
part.
Well,
Yeah. I'll be working on that.
Yeah.
It's hard because, you know, you don't necessarily know that there's the direct creation from your hand. I knew because you guys, I knew you were doing that, so I asked, like, oh, am I creating those? Yes. So maybe if there's, you know, that haptic feedback, but also if it's a new color.
yeah.
Or at least at first, like boom, and then goes to like solid blue. Boom, you know?
Yeah.
So
Everything was just the same, and it was just like,
Okay.
just constantly like cubes everywhere, building, and I didn't know what I was supposed to
Yeah,
do.
we are thinking about one solution is the old blocks will become dim, and the block just generate will be like brighter, so they know which one's old, which one's new. We're
Can you
thinking-
create the environment? I think this is what you're saying. Can you create the environment so that I can make some assumptions, so that it's like it's a space environment, it's a forest environment, it's whatever. Like,
we have artists that we haven't responded.
Yeah, we're working on that to put those environmental objects in there.
I think it would really, really help. Not for the story,
Mhm.
like, yeah, obviously for the story, but just for grounding me anyway. And like, okay, I'm in the desert and I'm creating sand blocks or whatever. Because it was just like, you know, with the yellow, okay, what does the yellow mean versus the blue? And everything's exactly the same, being created constantly. And I mean, you take one step or you look this way and it's like
Yeah.
building everywhere. And then if your hands are in the wrong place, there's building. So it's just like overwhelming. You don't. So if you have a grounding, I feel like of a make up a place. It's like, all right, there are rules in this place. I'm in a desert.
Yeah. Right. So they feel like a surreal environment, and you're not sure what you're doing there.
Yeah, I really didn't
theme.
like it. I don't like it because I'm not comfortable. First of all, it's VR, and looking around in VR is hard. Walking in VR is really hard for some people. So I wanted some context that I say, okay, I can work with this. I know where I am. I'm on a snow slope. I'm on the desert. I'm in a room with, you know, I don't know
Yeah,
how you
yeah,
do that. And I think it could still be abstracted, but just give me some grounding that I can make up rules
Okay.
for what all of these boxes. I don't know. Does that make sense? Am I just like crazy?
It's like how do we present the game to them as soon as they start? Like how do we teach them the rules of the world?
I think it's more about how to make them feel more comfortable.
Yeah,
and know where
that
they
is.
are.
I mean, I think you have to do that for the story and the game, for sure. Like whatever your world is, but I'm just talking about giving me some
The sense of-
grounding, like some sense of like, all right, I can accept them in this world, even if it's abstracted. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we were thinking about those, like, for example, if you walk into the blue terrain, we will have like snow effect, or you can hear some like
it's
snowing
just-
sound. It's just really here. Yeah.
Okay.
We've been thinking of like, I mean, various effects for biomes definitely is one thing. The models definitely, giant trees, cactuses, stuff like that.
Because I think people they try to make up their own rules right now,
Yep.
absent of like any grounding.
Yep.
So it's like, what's that yellow? Oh, is that another team space?
Yeah.
I'm like making up a rule. They don't want me to walk in there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
you know, or now I'm in blue. There's meaning to that. I don't know what that meaning is. Like I'm trying to make up rules because I have no grounding in this world other than that there's constant. The only the constant that there was is constant generation.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only thing that was a truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not trying to make it complicated. I don't think it's complicated. I just think it's important.
It's a really good feedback.
Some
Yeah.
of those
Okay.
things you prefer the full too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
So it gives a little bit more.
And it gives more reinforcement. Yep.
There was one part when you said like, okay, so what do I do now? Like, I see this thing and what do I do? So do you feel like there was a lack of goals or
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's sort of what we're trying to address with the whole puzzle thing is that okay, they see this and they find it pretty cool, but what do you do now?
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you do it really, really simple, have a bubble above that guy's head that said, "I am your friend." Like, because right now I think he's a sled, like like Santa sled.
I guess I can kind of see that. You know, there's the box and the things in the front kind of look like a sleigh.
And so just like, I just feel like you should eliminate anything complicated and just give them the information. So, hi, I'm your friend, and here's our goal.
That's good.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. The mushrooms to this point. Do you see any like glowing yellow boxes anywhere? Like something glowing? No?
Man, I saw all the yellow.
Ah, okay.
Don't worry, Kate. We'll
Fix it up.
we'll come back to recognizing objects. We will.
Yeah, because like I